It's ANZAC Day. It's ANZAC Day, you know. Suri's telling us the way to go, and what she's telling us to go to, we've been invited to go to a friend's house to look at the game between Collingwood and Essendon. This is an Australian rules game if you're watching this in Ethiopia, and there'll be 90,000 people there, and my contention is that the game, the way it's played, has it's completely lost. It's not the spectacle it used to be. So we're going around to critique it at our friend's place. It's not a friend of mine, it's a friend of mine's friend. And Sue, who's holding the camera, we're coming down there, and we bought just a couple of drinks because we know what he likes to drink. He's a big, strong, brutal man. He likes to drink, wait for this, rosé. Can you believe it? So we've been to the bottle shop and we bought some rosé. We're not sure that they will like us filming inside the house. We're not sure what sort of house it is or what their modus operandi is. So we're just doing this. So we'll button off until we get outside the house. We won't show you the number, and then we'll tell you who our friend is that's invited us, and we'll ask, does he mind us filming? And we'll watch the game and we'll critique the great game that was Australian rules football. Is it still today in 2025 at the ANZAC Day game?
Well, unlike this morning where you made me watch the first game that was ever done in ANZAC.
30th anniversary.
The first game that was, well, it was
1995.
1995.
And it was played it was fantastic. It played on, there was movement, there was high marking, there was goal kickers, there wasn't any static play, there was one umpire, maybe two umpires, I think there was only one. He bounced the ball around the ground as in threw it in the air. He didn't tell people to shoo off behind him. The umpires, goal umpires, just particularly just straight up and down, no theatrics, just signalled the game. It was a refreshing review of what our game was. Tough, strong, high marking, long kicking, goal scoring, and the game ended in a draw. And the patrons, 90,000 of them, were absolutely delighted.
So we'll see what it's like 30 years on, the game is.
I just said all that. I said that's where we're going, Sue.
I know, but we'll see what the game is different.
And while we just listen to this, while we were just so while we were driving here, I heard a song on the radio, and I said, because I often do this, I said, because they're old songs, because I'm old, and I said, really? I'll tell you who this is, and I gave a name, and Sue said, because she'd Shazammed it, she said, no, it's not. I said, oh. She said, I'll give you the initials, RB. And I said, RB.
I didn't say RB, I said RV.
I thought you said RB. So first of all, I go R. And she said, it's a colour. She said, it's a colour. I said, red. She said, red. And I said, now B.
Well,
red.
I said no, close.
Hang on, close.
I said close.
That's right, red, because I thought I'd got half the name. And I said, red buttons? And she said, no. She said, it's usually the colour of a diamond. And I said, oh, red brilliantine, red brilliant, red brash, red. She said, no. I said, no, you've stumped me. She said, it's red valance. And I said,
ruby.
oh yeah, no, she said it's ruby, that's the colour of the diamond, ruby, and it was valance. And I said, oh, you said B. And she said, no, I said B. I said, well, his name's not Ruby, his name's Rudy. Rudy Valance is his name. In 3 particular hints she gave me, 3 of them were wrong. Do you little wonder why I fed income?
I keep you on your
Stop
toes.
talking to me, this woman. What?
Siri.
Yeah.
We're nearly there.
No, shit. Let's hope we're nearly there. Hasn't been a good day. I left the phone with the directions of Suri giving me the directions, and it said turn left at the street. So I turned, Sue says, turn down here. There's the sign, so I go down there, and then the person we're visiting says, where are you? I said, we're in the street, come out and we can see where you are. So we drive up and down the street, and then I said, "You sure we're in the street?" And you said, Sue said, "No, it's the next street up." So we go out, and I said, "Why did you say this street?" I said, "Because the last 3 letters of the name of this street are the same as the name of the street we're going to." I said, "Oh, well, gee, pardon me." So we go up another street, and there it is, and there they are, standing out the front. ANZAC, I think you've gone out in sympathy with the ANZACs. Seriously. Anyhow, we're going to see if he minds us filming him. Can't mention who we're meeting. The bloke I do the podcast with, Wayne Carey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Get some rosé into you.
Oh, he's a rosé-roo. Righto, that's it. So we've arrived at the very, very eminent and professional Julian. This is his house. We won't show you any of it in case... no, we'll show you. We don't know. He doesn't want to be on.
Probably better not be on.
Don't talk. He loves it.
It's made us nervous.
Oh, yeah.
Hope we're not going to be raided or anything.
He loves it. What's
this
for
is
this?
Wayne. We bought Wayne. This is
I
rosé.
haven't
This
been
is
well.
his drink of choice, and he's asked us to come round to watch the football and critique it. So
Well, I wanted you to come because I've just got off my deathbed, being crook, as you know.
what still with
Yeah. But it's,
intestinal trouble?
And I thought, you know what? Let's watch a game together. So then when
Yeah.
we talk about the game, then you might be a little more positive about it.
I'll be positive if the game's good. The game is all right.
You know him
And
well.
you know what? I've got the kids coming today. Only one of the mothers and all the kids and the wives and everyone's
So
coming.
Julian doesn't mind us filming here, or
No, he's fine. He's fine. He's all
good.
He's,
All
he's,
right.
he's in trouble.
well, is he? Why?
I had some guests while his partner and kids were away. Anyway, she'll tell you all about it.
What, waitresses? Cocktail waitresses?
Just
Gimpy.
just fun.
Cocktail
Fun.
Cocktail waitresses. That's what they call them, don't they? Yeah. Anyhow, we bought you a couple of bottles
Oh,
of rosé.
you silly man.
That's an aromatic one.
Aromatic. Sue, it's high and low in Dan Murphy's for
You
that.
can't.
No, you better ice them up though.
Yeah.
Righto, that's it.
All right.
Button off.
Really exciting. We got this. Look at them glued, affixed. We've been here for half an hour. We've seen Welcome to Country. We've seen the New Zealand anthem. We've seen the Australian anthem. We've seen the call to arms with the bugler. What? Be quiet, did you say? Oh no, the bugler. And we're all sitting here thinking this is going to be a great game. We're yet to see any of these skills. It's exciting because there's no score. So you can't get there and look. Just look how intently you're watching this thing. That's the duck he's doing. He thinks,
That's pretty good.
shit, I used to be doing this, but I'm not. Anyhow, I'll come back if there's any more excitement.
So we've left the Julian?
Yes.
Left Julian's house after watching the football, and
It was a good game, wasn't it?
it was actually it wasn't a bad game considering it persistently rained the whole day.
Which you couldn't see.
And the duck, the last shot we had was the duck watching the game. As soon as I turned the camera off, he watched not one more second of that game. He spoke to us about. It make no sense what he spoke to us about. A funnel.
Spiders?
He did. He spoke to us about the
Snakes?
Sydney funnel web spider. He spoke to us about snakes. How killer whales are attacking sharks. I don't know. He probably had a couple of rosés. I'm not sure. Nothing else, I can tell you. Anyhow, we've left there and we had a great day at Julian's house. He was surprised to see us. The duck didn't tell him we were coming. So we've done that, and now we're just on the way home after a great ANZAC day not watching the football, to be honest.